Making up the missed prayers, she talked about her history in the past and how she was negligent of the salah and fasting, and similarly her family. And I would like to share with you that when somebody is born and raised in a practicing Muslim family, this is a great blessing. That you should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for it a great deal, because they saved you from being a deviant, from going astray for so long, and only Allah knows whether you will be rightly guided or not. Today I was buying a few items, and I saw some Muslim girls, and I was talking to them because 3 of them have the same name, Fatima, the Prophet's daughter's name. And I suggested to them that, mashallah, you bear a beautiful name, so why don't you wear hijab? Right away they opened their machine guns and they started attacking. Well, Islam is not all about hijab. You can have a good heart and you don't have to have hijab. This fake theology and fake ideology about the deen is entirely rejected. Those who are indulged into the sins up to their nose, they take this as a defense mechanism. My heart is pure, I love Allah and Allah loves me, and blah blah blah. All of that is rejected. The Quran says, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. If you're true and you claim that you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you've got to follow Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But when Allah lays commands on you and you reject them, you neglect them, you don't want to do any because your heart is good, this is absolutely false. Because if the heart is pure, if the heart is attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if the heart is full of the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you would not feel comfortable, not unless and until you fulfill what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered you to do, even the nawafil. Why? Because you love Him. You just want to know, what did Allah order, so that you will do it immediately because you love Him. Many Muslim families in the Middle East, due to secularism, and in India and Pakistan, of course, not only in the Arab world, are living in the dark. And they think that the dark they're living in is light, because they haven't seen the true light. They think, okay, it is enough to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah to be saved. It is true, but it is not completely true. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah is the key to paradise, but every key have teeth. So if you utilize a different key, or key with the wrong teeth, you will not be able to unlock the door nor enter Al-Jannah. You have to fulfill what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered. Every time Allah talks about the fate of the believers and what He has prepared for them of wide paradise and heavens in the hereafter, there is not a single verse that says that Allah promises the believers to take them to heaven. Rather, every verse, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. The promise of Allah is to the believers who believe and fulfill what Allah commanded of doing good righteous deeds. So now the sister, after Allah guided you, and also Yusra had a similar question from Oman, making up the missed prayers. If it is something that was missed deliberately and for so many years, we find a very respected opinion that says, relying on sound references, that one who did not pray for years was not a Muslim, even if he or she claimed to be Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved you, that He saved you and recognized that you were mistaken and now you repented. So it will be sufficient for them to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah in order to enter Islam back and start fulfilling what Allah ordered, and they can make up what they missed in the past and they grave errors and mistakes by making extra nawafil. Not just limited to the prayers before and after the farther prayers, but the night prayer, the duha, the witr, and praying whenever it's possible and begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. And this is the opinion which I feel more comfortable with. There is another opinion which says you estimate how long you did not pray, and you pray with each prayer of the future prayers and the current prayer what you missed in the past until you assume that you made it up. I just want to share with you, if somebody misses a single prayer deliberately without a legitimate excuse, such as if you're asleep or unconscious or you forgot, then this is a major sin. You cannot make it up by just making up the prayer. Yet you still have to make it up, but it would not compensate for it. There has to be a sincere tawbah and ask on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. So what I recommend for you, go ahead and pray the Fard prayer on time with khushu' and ask Allah for tawbah and repent unto Him, along with praying many nawafil as much as you can.